Well, my work was always, I always wanted to sort of tell stories. I did this series of work when I was in graduate school where I was comparing written stories to visual painted images. I was thinking about, because I was telling these narratives and my work had a narrative aspect to it, I was interested in the idea of time in visual art and the representation of time. And first I started painting clocks over and over and over again. I painted many clocks, and I thought for a while I was going to paint nothing but clocks for the rest of my life. But I also got a Super 8 movie camera, and I started shooting movies, started shooting Super 8 film. I think that art is like a language. It is like language. And it's about, life. It's about what people are experiencing. Like you talked about people thinking museums are as being elitist. Well, I think that's the importance of teaching people about art so that the museum is not an elitist place, that it's a that art is more democratic and more people understand it and more people are creative themselves and, feel a little bit, even if they're not an artist, they're creative and they can, use their creativity to understand art. Box 13 is a democracy. Everybody does things. Everybody has to do something here. You can't just go into your studio and ignore everybody else because we can't exist that way. There's nobody to maintain the building. There's no outside people who organize these exhibitions. There's nobody, to take out the trash. We all have to do it. And some people are more interested in working on exhibitions, so they have anybody who wants to has the opportunity to. Some people are more interested in working on fundraising, writing grants, and coming up with ideas for fundraising projects. Mm-hmm. I think that's what makes it a democracy. Is you have to contribute, you have to work. You can't just you get a vote and you can't. That's not where it ends. You have to do something.